Hi, I'm Michelle.
I'm Patrick.
We're the Galinskis, and we've got this.
Michelle, what are we making today?
So today you are going to make overnight oats.
Really?
Yeah.
You're going to allow me to cook something in this kitchen?
There is no cooking involved.
I can handle that.
Yes. So we use the last of our overnight oats. It's something that we like to have handy in the fridge for
Good stuff.
A quick breakfast.
Mm.
And we've used the last of them this morning. So we're going to make another batch so that they're in the fridge ready to go when we like.
This is so easy, I think I can handle it.
I think you can.
All right,
So
right, good.
it's very limited ingredients. It's 2 cups of organic rolled oats.
What do I do?
Put them in the
Oh
bowl.
my God.
Do you think you can handle that?
Done. Step 1.
Wow, that's awesome. Half a cup of chia seeds. Yep. And if you don't like the texture of chia seeds, you don't have to use the chia seeds. You can just use an equal amount of liquid with your rolled oats, and you don't have to do the chia seeds. We like the texture that the chia seeds give.
Right.
And it's a little extra omegas, omega-3s and nutrition in there. So, and then we just use like a 1/4 cup of raisins. Again, if you don't like raisins, you can omit that. I know you're gonna eat them. Yes.
All right, try it.
You could use some other dried fruit if you prefer. You could put some chopped nuts in there if you wanted, but we stay basic. And then in the morning when we have our oats, sometimes we use fresh fruit or we thaw out some frozen fruit and add that. But
At what point do I put the raisins in?
right now,
Oh my God.
look at, oh my gosh. So then the only other thing we're gonna do is some cinnamon, and I don't even measure, but you can just put a generous amount of that in. While you do that, I'm gonna fill this with water.
So a couple splashes of cinnamon?
I would do at least a teaspoon in there. So
I better measure.
generous amount of cinnamon.
I'm going to measure. Measuring is crucial to a proper recipe.
So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna fill this also.
Should I have taken the top off of this thing?
It depends on how you wanna. If you're gonna scoop it into it with a spoon,
Am I doing this wrong?
that's how you're using a teaspoon. There's like measuring teaspoons. It doesn't matter here.
All right, why don't you
Just-
handle that part of it?
We'll put a generous amount of cinnamon in because I like cinnamon. You like cinnamon.
Yes.
And cinnamon is really good, especially if you have like any kind of blood sugar issues. Cinnamon is very good for blood sugar issues.
All right, what's this?
This is nutmeg. Actually, these are quite used, but I like freshly ground nutmeg. You can use regular
This
nutmeg,
looks dangerous.
or you can omit it. No, you just take the nut. the
You never
nutmeg
cut
nut.
yourself on that thing?
Not yet.
I would.
And just grate that right into the bowl. Very easy. I have shredded some fingernails on it, but
Did I eat something with your shredded nails in it?
not likely.
All right.
So that's probably enough nutmeg. And then just give that like a little bit of a stir.
This is fun. It's so easy to do.
And so now you add liquid. And the liquid should be at least equal to the amount of the dry ingredients. So we used 2 cups of oats and a 1/2 cup chia seeds. So we're going to add 2 1/2 cups of liquid. In our case, we're just using filtered water, but somebody could use dairy or plant-based milk. Or sometimes, if you want to use like half water and half milk, you could do that. So I just figure nowadays so many people use oat milk, which is basically you can make your own oat milk by just mixing oats and water, that if I'm putting water in here, it's like oat milk anyway. So
Oat milk.
yeah,
I
so
get it.
this is 2 cups of water to equal the oats, and here's a 1/2 cup to equal the chia seeds, and just stir that up.
Wow.
So very basic, quick, limited ingredients for this overnight oats recipe is rolled oats, chia seeds, raisins, which are optional, cinnamon, and nutmeg. That's pretty much it.
And then it sits, quote, overnight, right?
Yeah.
Because it's called
Just
overnight.
put it in the fridge. I usually just cover it with plastic wrap, or I'll transfer it to like a container that has
Plastic,
a cover,
right.
yeah, or glass with a cover.
Right.
But so just that's
That's
it. You just stir it up, and I would scrape the sides because there's this stuff that needs to get in there, which you could cut that just from the thing like that. And now we'll cover it with plastic wrap.
I gotta say, I love overnight oats. It's great. Now, I'm a big oat person. I've been a big oat person for decades, I might say. But you do have to heat them up in the morning in the microwave, or
Oh, not these.
not these.
Yeah.
But if I was to cook generic oats, I'd do it in the microwave. The old school way is to do it with boiling water, but this makes it so much easier.
Now, I prefer the overnight oats because I don't like particularly the consistency of cooked oats.
Right.
So that's why I like the overnight oats, because they don't get as mushy and they stay pretty firm and chewy. So I like the consistency of the overnight oats better than cooked oats.
Right.
But I know sometimes you'll take the overnight oats and just heat them.
Just a bit.
Just a bit.
Yep.
So we're just putting this in the fridge, and they'll be ready for tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
sometimes a late night snack for you.
Oh, it's a great late night snack. Now, for a little bit of sweetness, if you're a sweet person, you could add a little bit of maple syrup to it.
You could.
Just a touch.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Sliced bananas. I
Yeah.
know you like to put your frozen blueberries in after you thaw them.
After I thaw my frozen blueberries, put them in, sliced bananas, just a little bit of maple syrup. Fantastic and quick. Well, good morning, everyone. This is how I like to make my oats. Michelle has her way, I have my way. So, here is the overnight oats. Don't they look great? Now, I have been instructed by Michelle, the professional, that you do have to mix them. I have grabbed them right out of the overnight container without mixing them. And that's not what you want to do.
And these are a little thick. So, I mean, if people like them less thick, they could add more liquid to that.
True.
Yeah.
So, I just take some, add it to my bowl. Maybe a little more. I am hungry this morning.
He's a growing boy.
I'm a growing boy, growing nut in the right direction. Then I do like to add a little bit of real Vermont maple syrup. Not too much, just a splash, as I might say. That's
Wow.
plenty. That's not much, right? Michelle wouldn't put as much.
I don't put any
She
in
wouldn't
there.
put any in there. But okay. Also, Michelle would not do this either.
No.
I would add a little bit of creamy Trader Joe's raw almond butter for flavor. So you just put just a splash of that in there.
Are you saying that the oats don't have enough flavor on their own?
I am not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. Like I said, this is just how Patrick likes to make it. And of course, I'm a huge banana fan. So then you just kind of slice up a banana. Maybe we do half. And put that in there. You could heat it up in the microwave. I most likely will. As Michelle shakes her head. And that's it. That's how Patrick prepares his overnight oats.
Now, if we were home, like we're camping right now. If you can't tell, this is us in our camper.
This is not our kitchen.
But if we were at home, you would likely also take like a cup or so of frozen blueberries.
Oh, yes.
Thaw them out and add them because you always eat your
Yes.
bananas and your blueberries like every day.
I like them every day, multiple times a day. So that's Patrick's version of how I prepare my overnight oats. I'll nuke them up here and have some of my Pat's Rockin' coffee with that, and that's a breakfast.
Yeah, and they're actually really just as good just right out of the bowl.
That's true.
Yeah.
I forget
So
that.
it's all about, you can embellish them to whatever your preferences are.
Yeah.
Nuts, coconut, fruit, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm Michelle.
And I'm Patrick.
And
we've got this. That was good.
Yeah.
You did a great job.
Yeah. So did you.